Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of Sports Betting by Dummies. I am your host, Patty Parlays, and joining me as always, the voice of God, the Green Goblin himself, Dizz. Dizz, welcome in, buddy. How was your weekend?
Hey, thanks, Patty. It was a great weekend. Had a lot of fun. I didn't make a lot of money on the NFL bets, but I was really happy with the outcomes. I'm happy for the Bengals. That's who I'm rooting for in a couple weekends. But good week nonetheless. Great finish to the Australian Open, and we got a tight one in the competition, Patty.
We, oh, we do. And I'm taking it out of your hands. It's going to be just me, but we will get there when we get there. Also, joining us yet again, the man who's never lost, Tyler.
Never lost.
Tyler, welcome in. How was your weekend?
Pretty good, as you guys know. None of my bets missed.
Yep.
So we're still rolling. We're still rolling.
Still undefeated.
Never lost, as you said. Thank you for that. I think it's great to point that out every podcast. Let them know.
Oh yeah. We gotta let them know. Let the people know. Gets the people going. All right. So today we are obviously talking about the NFL championship games. Those happened last night. The Bengals won 27-24 in overtime. For those that don't know, the Bengals were actually down 21-3 at one point, as well as 21-10 at half, with the Chiefs getting the ball to start the second half. So quite a comeback there for the Bengals. And then the Rams beat the 49ers 20-17. The Rams were down 10 at the start of the fourth quarter and then scored 13 straight to win. Now, before we get into what I wanted to talk about, did you guys see the bettor who on FanDuel put $20 on the correct score of these games and won over $500,000?
I did see that, and I saw that your scores that you predicted were awfully close.
Yeah.
And I had a little split second with the Chubb where I thought you maybe won a half a mil, but it was not Batty parlays, unfortunately. But no, I saw it. That was nuts.
It's insane that not only if you get like one of those correct, like that, I obviously put some money on those, and it was $1 to win like 200. This man put 20 on it, and he put them on a parlay of the two together. So the fact that they got two correct, I think it deserved the $500,000 payout.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's insane. The odds of that happening.
The man has to be from the future. I mean, it's the only explanation.
That's the only explanation. It's the only explanation. Good for him, though.
No other reason to put 20 down on that unless you got a good inkling.
Yeah, unless you're rolling in the dough and your units are like $200, and so you just put $20 because that's like a tenth of a unit, and you're just putting it on there. But hey,
Here we go. Here's a fun segment. What would you do if you won $579,000 off a $20 bet? What would you do?
Buy my house, buy another house. That's about it.
Would you keep your current job?
Yes.
I think I would go back to school and get a landscape architecture degree and focus on designing golf courses.
Ooh.
Interesting turn. I did not think that's where you were going with that.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking like, hey, I can only be a cog in the machine for so long.
You can only keep my mans down for so long.
let's learn how to shape the earth and draw some golf holes. I think that'd be a cool life.
Well, you already kind of like design your own golf courses. I've seen your sketches, but you want the more technical, you know, get down to the dirty stuff.
I do like to draw them, but unfortunately, that doesn't make me any money, and a lot of people think I'm just drawing dicks. It's almost like that scene in Superbad.
Yeah, real
where he has
veiny.
the lunchbox full of dicks. I have a lunchbox full of 18 dick pictures, and I just say that they're golf courses.
There you go. Good reference. Good pull.
That vein there is actually a Scottish Links course.
That's fantastic.
I think with my 500K, I'd have to have a boys trip with y'all to Vegas. Let's see how your actual gambling skills work out.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. You are
see how much you got. See if you guys could double my money for me.
Whew. We're just gonna put it all on Red 18 and
let it ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I too like to live dangerously.
I'll stay. Okay, back to the NFL. So we have seen a ton of comebacks this postseason. I mean, I think it's arguably been the best postseason we've ever seen. But is this because the team that is losing is making second half adjustments and the winning team isn't? Or is it the team that is ahead is being too cautious and playing not to lose instead of playing to win? Or is there a combination? Or what do you guys think has made this like? Because in pretty much all these close games, we've seen a team pull ahead early and then the other team come back and basically make it a ball game, and then it comes down to a one possession type of game.
I think I think the I think the answer for most of these situations is that the team that has fallen behind hasn't had a choice but to play aggressive, and I think that goes a long way in coming back. But I think specifically the Chiefs lost because they weren't cautious enough. If that makes any sense, I think before half that one was obvious, but I just think about the second half. They didn't run the ball very much, and not that they're a running team, so I don't want to say like change your identity, but the Bengals were like willingly only rushing 3 guys and like letting Andy Reid know like, yo, there's 8 people in coverage right now. Like if they ran the ball probably like 10 times in that second half, they probably would have just won the game on the clock run alone.
Yep.
So I think the Chiefs specifically weren't cautious enough. But I think these playoffs have been have shown that like if you play aggressive, like you're gonna get more points on the board. Even if you turn the ball over, we've seen fair share of turnovers, but I think at the end of the day, it just passing the ball, like it just leads to more points. I know that's at its simplest form, but when you have to come from behind, you got to be aggressive, and we've seen it pay off.
Well, and the thing that blows my mind, like the Chiefs, absolutely, but the Chiefs have never really been known for running the ball, so that makes sense. The 49ers, you are up 10 points in the fourth quarter. Why are you not running the ball? And I know everyone will say, well, Elijah Mitchell, he really struggled running the ball. He averaged less than 2 yards a carry. Let's not forget about Debo DeGod. He was averaging 3.6 yards a carry, and the man didn't get a carry in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I actually needed 9 more rushing yards for him to hit a juicy same gamer, and he didn't get a touch in that fourth quarter, and that really hurt my soul. So I'm with you there.
I agree with you. Teams going away from what they are known for and not running the ball when you have the lead. I mean, we've seen the Colts this year even do that, and they have Jonathan Taylor, the best running back in the league.
I think third quarters with no. Just how many times have we seen a third quarter with Jonathan Taylor not getting the ball?
And when the Colts this season led for more minutes than both the Packers and the Titans, who were the 1 seeds in the playoffs, it's just it doesn't make sense. I get back to the good old fashioned days of running the ball when you have the lead, taking more time off the clock.
Yeah, I would just say like be situational. Like if you're best at passing, then like stick to the pass. But if you're up 21-3,
especially in the playoffs,
if you're up 21-10, and the defensive line the defense has ran literally 7 straight plays of only blitzing 3 guys. Like let's pick up 5 yards. Like if nothing good were to happen, like I don't know. It seems it's definitely easier said than done, and we have no right to be telling these coaches and players what to do. But it seemed that the teams that blew leads, they really blew it. And San Francisco's more than just the coaching. I mean, that guy dropped the interception.
Yeah,
that was tough.
That's terrible.
That's just unfortunate.
Jimmy G looking like Carl Wentz out there.
Yeah.
I mean.
Tell me I'm wrong, Dizz. You saw that play. That was very Carl Wentz-esque.
It was Carl Wentz-esque, but he had to get rid of the ball because if he gets sacked there, the game's over.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a Jimmy G supporter, and I think that if he was in a better situation there, and if that pick happens, man, he doesn't have to drive 80 yards without a timeout. So I'm not blaming Jimmy G. I think just these games have been great. I like that deficits have been overcame. Those are the most fun to watch. And like my team's not in it, so I just enjoy watching the close games.
Do you think Jimmy G is starting at quarterback for the 49ers next season?
No, but I think he's starting somewhere.
Okay, I can agree with that. Do you think they get Rodgers, or do you think they go with Trey Lance and try to go with that?
I don't think either. I think Trey Lance's cheeks, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think he's a quarterback in this NFL.
Okay.
But I don't think Rodgers will go to the Niners
Okay.
simply because he lost to them this year. You don't want to go to the team you just lost
Dude.
to. Maybe
Little Kevin Durant action.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
I said it could happen, and Rodgers is from that area. So why not come home and play for the 49ers, especially with a defense that's that good?
Well, the coming home point is irrelevant because everyone in his family hates him. And you think about a guy who cares so much about what people think. He's gonna probably hate the media scrutiny that he gets for going to the team that beat his ass. Well, beat his ass is dramatic, but
I think
that beat him in the playoffs.
I think you think that he cares more about what people think than he actually does. I think he doesn't give two shits about what people think.
Well, Brady's also from there too, man. Like, you never know.
Is Brady officially retired? Do we?
No, he's not.
No.
He's not. He's not.
I was watching.
Schefter's full of it.
I was watching SportsCenter this morning, and they were still pushing the fact that that Tom Brady was actually retired.
ESPN doesn't want to make their guy Schefter look bad. They've paid too much money for him.
What a wild place the NFL is these days. But if not Trey Lance is, and not Jimmy G, and not Aaron Rodgers, who do you think goes to the 49ers to be quarterback? You thinking like a
Derek Carr?
Oh,
Derek Carr's on record though, saying he will retire if he's not a Raider. He said he would not play for anyone other than the Raiders.
What would he go play for? Richie Bisaccia?
Is he stupid?
No, he's Raider for life.
Yeah, he's a Raider for life.
Hey, once a Raider, always a Raider, even if you leave.
Hey.
That's the funniest slogan in all of sports because it encouraged players to go play elsewhere because you're always a Raider even if you leave.
Do you think like a Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson to 49ers?
I don't know. I don't want to make a take on Deshaun Watson. I have no idea what's going on.
I don't see him playing again unless that gets figured out, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be figured out anytime soon. I mean, just look at what was his name? That giant Baylor defensive end years back, Sean Oakman. Because like he had was one allegation against him, and he was a projected first round pick, and then has never set foot in the NFL and he ended up getting cleared, and he still has never set foot in the NFL because of that.
But counterpoint, it's Deshaun Watson. He's a top 10 quarterback. If he gets cleared, you would think someone would be willing to take him on.
I just think maybe an owner, but the fan backlash would be so bad. I mean, Colin Kaepernick's not in the league either. True. Of, a lot of fan backlash. So.
Yeah.
I think that'd just be a tough sell to try and tell your fan base, like especially like I feel like you'd probably alienate most of your like female fans if you signed Deshaun Watson.
Probably fair. Anything else, boys, NFL related before we move on?
I want to go back to the Chiefs for a minute.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't think you can't have 2 first and goals from the 5 and not capitalize on it like that. They came out with 1 field goal out of those 2.
Yeah.
That's bad.
What do you think about the Chiefs' time management at the end of the game where they were probably on the Bengals 15-yard line with a minute 40 seconds left? They were pretty much, it seemed like, settling for the tying field goal as opposed to really trying to set up a play or do something to score, if you will.
I mean, I just assume since they think their offense is good, even though it was not clicking at all in the second half. Maybe they thought, if they could get that, just get to overtime, get that coin flip in their favor, they could go down and, never let the other team have a chance. But as we saw, they weren't moving the ball at all in that second half.
So Mahomes had a QBR in the second half of 0. That is horrific. He looked lost out there. Like he'd never seen that defense ever before.
I mean, we all saw how much he just refused to get rid of the ball and would just drain clock sitting there. I mean,
And that
I think
fumble almost cost him the game right then and there.
well, I mean, everyone knows the one thing you can't do in that situation is take a sack, and he took a sack for what, like
Oh,
almost 20 yards,
it went from
if
like a
not more.
30-yard chip shot to a almost 50-yard field goal to tie the game.
Yeah, like that's the one thing you can't do, and I don't know. It didn't seem like he was playing like smart football at all. And starting with the very end of that first half, throwing that throwing that out pass to Hill was just dumb.
Yeah, yeah, it was insane. I heard a coworker say that they think the NFL might be rigged. That they wanted the NFL wanted the Bengals and the Rams to win it.
That's very profitable.
Yeah,
Two fan bases without a lot of fans.
yeah. I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, it's weird to see a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes look the way he did in that second half.
And there is people conspiracy theory he got concussed at some point in the game too, is why he was doing that. But that's kind of
That's interesting.
making light of the whole concussion situation, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking advantage of the in out that they possibly have. What about maybe we blame Jackson Mahomes and his wife?
Fair.
It's another
fair.
out that people are liking to use. Did we lose
We'll
Dizz?
just-
He's on mute, but I don't know.
Yeah, he is muted.
I'm here. I'm
There
here.
he
I'm
is.
just letting you guys talk. I honestly have not been listening at all. So you guys just keep going. I got home. I had to take care of some stuff. Like you said, I got a hard 6 o'clock out tonight. So
Oh,
Well, then
we better
let's-
get to it.
Yeah, we need to move on then. Dumbest Dummy. So I went 5-5 on Friday. Diz, how did you do?
I went 2-1.
Yep.
Lost the teaser we shared, but
Thanks, Patrick Mahomes, for that.
hit the other two. So feeling good. And I believe we're pretty close here, Patty.
Yeah, so in the competition, and I don't think I've seen this even after one day of this competition, but we are actually tied at being down 6.87 units going into tonight. So tonight is for it all, Diz.
That's insane.
Since you have a time constraint, Diz, why don't you go ahead and give us your competition bets?
Absolutely. So Patty texted me today and said, we're exactly tied going into this. And I was like, oh, sick. Because that's a huge win for me because I've been losing the whole month.
Yep.
But then I look at FanDuel and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to bet on. So I'm using my boys over at OddsShark.
Ooh, okay.
I have a college basketball parlay.
What?
And it goes against the grain of what I bet on. I have two road favorites by the spread. Okay, I got Iowa -5 at Penn State,
Okay.
and I got Duke -5.5 at Notre Dame.
Okay.
OddsShark was saying those are easy picks, so I'm riding that. That's at +271.
Okay.
I got the Panthers Blue Jackets over 7.
Okay.
And I loved it because it was at plus value. I believe
Yep.
it was +110 or +112 or something.
Yep.
And then Red Wings at home, baby. I'm taking it till it doesn't hit for me. Red Wings at home, money line against the Ducks, -110, I believe.
Well, Diz, what you don't know is the Red Wings home money line did not hit on Friday. So,
Well,
Well-
balls.
but that's fine. I'm just checking the Panthers. Okay, yeah. So here's the thing, Diz. I am taking this competition purely out of your hands. No matter,
Hey, thanks.
no matter if your bets hit tonight or they don't hit, it comes down to if one of my bets hit. I am taking 5 long shot bets tonight that I think could happen. If one of them hits, I win. If none of them hit, I lose. It does not matter if yours hit or not. So I am taking this competition purely into my hands.
Love it.
They are all 5 NBA bets, and they are all 5 for teams to win by 31 plus points tonight. Yes, that is crazy,
Jesus.
especially to think that it might happen for 5 different teams, but I am seeing 5 matchups that I really love tonight. I think the odds are in my favor. I am going for it all tonight. Don't look at me like that, Tyler. I know what I said.
No, no, no. I mean, I was on board until you said the odds are in my favor.
Okay, so they're never really in my favor on these
Okay.
31+ point bets, but
Yeah, I was just looking at it and seeing plus 4,800, like stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't know if those are in your favor.
None of
but
them are like minus 1,000. Yeah. So
I like the confidence.
yeah, absolutely. The first one I'm going with is Grizzlies to win by 31 plus at plus 5,000. Now, there's no way this line is still this heavy. If you were to look at it now, it's probably at like plus 2,800. But I personally thought the Grizzlies were going to win this game with Embiid playing. It came out shortly after that Embiid is not playing tonight. He is getting rest, and Embiid averages 29 points per game. So I think this one isn't out of the realm of possibility. My next one is the Cavaliers to win by 31 plus points at plus 2,800. The spread right now is Cavs minus 7.5. Now, there has been a late breaking addition to the injury report that Darius Garland for the Cavs might be out tonight. He is questionable. If he does not play, that really hurts this thing. But along with that, Hart, Ingram, and Valanciunas are all questionable for the Pelicans. If they do not play, then I like the Cavs here. Both Valanciunas and Ingram average 15 plus points each. So if they don't play, I think the Cavs can walk away with this one pretty easily and get that 31 plus. My next one here, Knicks to win by 31 plus points at plus 3,000. De'Aaron Fox is questionable. He has missed 4 straight games for the Kings. Over that span, the average losing margin for the Kings has been 19.5. And also Marvin Bagley of the Sacramento Kings is out, and he is a starter who averages 10 points a game. So again, just playing the numbers there. The next one, Celtics to win by 31 plus points. Tyler's Celtics to win by 31 plus points at plus 4,800. This one seems like the longest shot. The Celtics, as Tyler knows, are the Jekyll and Hyde of the NBA. They will win a game by 30 plus points, but then they will lose to a team they shouldn't by 15 plus points. So you don't really know what you're getting. But I think the Celtics are getting healthy, and the Heat are not. Lowry's out, Yurtseven's out, Morris is out, Butler is out, PJ Tucker is out. So I think just the Celtics are just too much tonight, and they win by 31 plus. And yeah, I got the Tyler stamp of approval there, so I'm a big fan there. And then finally, the Trailblazers to win by 31 plus points at plus 5,000. This one comes down to one fact and one fact only. Our boy SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder is out. If he is out, they could lose to any team by 30 plus points. So there you have it, Dizz.
What's the value on all those again?
Well, we got Grizzlies is plus 5,000, Cavs is plus 2,800, Knicks plus 3,000, Celtics plus 4,800, and Trailblazers plus 5,000. So
if you hit one of those, you win.
Correct. And if I hit none of them, you win.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, let's quickly, Dizz, if we can, let's do group best bets. As a group, we're actually down 3.15 units after a 1-2 Friday, but that means we are still within the range to get a positive January. Now, I think obviously one that we want, Dizz, is the Panthers over 7.
Absolutely.
So that is at plus 112. So in order for us to get the plus, we basically need 2 plus 100 bets, maybe one at plus 102 to be able to get the positive month. Trying to find one that I like here, Dizz.
Do the Sirs play? Do we just fade the Pacers?
Yeah, the Pacers are actually 1-point favorites against the Clippers. No one good is playing for the Pacers. So what if we do a Clippers alternate spread?
What's Clippers money line value?
It's like minus 108. We need a little
Clippers
bit.
by 2.
Yeah, we need a little bit more juice. Let's see. Clippers minus 1.5 is plus 106. Let's do minus 2.5 Dizz to get plus 120.
Love it.
Okay, so Clippers minus 2.5. Plus 120. So that combined is plus 232. So that just means is we just need a plus 100 value pick to get us to even. How about actually, what's the quick math here? Let's see. If we can get a minus 110, then we're in the clear here. So if I do yes, that does it. So Dizz, we can do anything against the spread and get minus 110 value and still get it.
What are you thinking, Patty?
Do we ride with Tyler's Celtics and do Celtics minus 6.5?
Tyler?
I mean, Pat's already got him for
31
plus 31.
plus.
Why not?
Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Get Tyler involved here. Celtics minus 6.5. So again, our group best bets: Panthers over 7, Clippers minus 2.5 alternate spread, and Celtics minus 6.5. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Diz, I know you have a heart. Oh, you already passed your heart out, Diz?
Yeah, I'm out. You guys finish it off. Good shit. I'll
Alright,
talk to you
Diz.
boys on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Good luck,
Can we
Diz.
do?
We're all
Yeah,
counting
we can
on
do
you.
Thursday. Deuces, boys.
See you, Diz. And then there were two devilishly handsome gentlemen. That was harder to say than I thought it would.
It's late. It's a Monday. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 is late, right?
Yeah, but 6 is late when you wake up as early as we do, Tyler.
That's fair.
Let's put it that way.
Now,
But-
Pat, I'm not giving you a pick, but as you were looking at the, saying you wanted something around minus 112, is that what you're saying? Or 110?
Yeah.
I mean, that Heat and Celtics over under is pretty low.
What is it?
209.
209. See, the thing that worried me was the Heat. The Heat have a bad enough lineup tonight, or actually, no, that would prove your point.
That's what I'm.
I was gonna say the Heat might only put up like 80 points tonight. So, if the Celtics can put up 112 and
Which, I mean, I was just saying, if you're already thinking the Celtics are going to put up, beat them by 30, the over would probably be the move, wouldn't it?
I normally yes, 100%. Yeah, and I think actually the Heat are normally an over team, but they're kind of banged.
Not tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right.
All right, Tyler. All we have left is the multi-sport Hail Mary parlay of the day. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the NBA ones hit, I feel pretty good about most of these.
I mean, I liked the NBA ones I saw.
Yeah.
They were all looking pretty good. I really don't know anything about the NHL, so I couldn't tell you anything on those, but
yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah. And it's pretty juicy. $1 to win $3,177.13. Not a bad payday at all.
Dinner's on Pat when this hits.
That's right, baby. I'll finally get to pay you off for that NHL that I was supposed to buy you. All right, so we'll start in the NHL. We got Oilers money line versus the Senators, Panthers Blue Jackets over 7, Ducks money line versus the Red Wings, Canucks money line versus the Blackhawks, and Maple Leafs minus 1.5 versus the Devils. And then in the NBA, I got Grizzlies minus 3.5 versus the 76ers, Clippers plus 3 versus the Pacers, Cavs minus 7.5 versus the Pelicans, Celtics minus 4 versus the Heat, Knicks -6.5 versus the Kings. Hawks money line versus the Raptors. Trailblazers -3.5 versus Thunder, and Rockets +11 versus the Warriors.
I like it. I mean, those, like I said, all the NBA ones look very plausible to me.
It's the one that worries me is that Hawks money line. If for some reason Trae Young doesn't
Trae
end
Young
up
doesn't
playing,
play.
then we're in trouble. We might be in trouble there. But the Raptors too are one of those teams that are hit or miss too. They can like really show up and show out, or they'll put up like 70 points. So
Where's that at? Is that
it's at
in Atlanta?
Atlanta. Yeah,
Okay, I like the odds for Atlanta then.
yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too.
I mean, because that's a pretty long distance going all the way from Toronto down there. So I mean,
Yeah, and actually, I didn't know this until I was doing the research today. But Atlanta is actually 7-0 ATS in their last 7 games. So
oh, there you go.
they're really feeling themselves of late. So
I mean, I'm just thinking we saw a full season of the Raptors playing in the South last year. Didn't go great for them.
true, very very true. So all right, Tyler, anything you want to get off your chest or talk about before we wrap up Monday?
I actually do not have a rant to go on today.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay. And you know what? We didn't get Dizz's degenerate pick of the week or of the night, whatever. So we will expect that either on Thursday or Friday. So don't you guys miss it. Dizz's degenerate pick of the week, I guess, for the time being. He hasn't done this daily yet, so we'll just plan on it being a of the week type.
Just
thing.
whenever he sees something that tickles his fancy, just go for it.
Yeah. And
A little
Tyler,
professional cricket, something like that. Anything.
maybe some professional bowling.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what's that dude with the fro? He is a character.
I do not know. I unfortunately I do not frequent in that. But Tyler, are you ready for the snow/ice apocalypse that is supposed to hit the state of Indiana later half of this week?
I mean, I traded my sports car for an all-wheel drive car. Bring it on. Let's see what it's got. Normally I would be calling into work already saying, "Hey, if it's gonna even rain, I won't be there. My
But
car
not
won't make
anymore.
it.
You're ready.
We'll plow through, slap a snow plow on it. Let's go."
That would be amazing if you put a snowplow on your car. I would be thoroughly impressed, and I would have a good laugh at that. And it's supposed to be like 50 degrees tomorrow. So
Oh, is it?
classic Indiana, we're gonna go to like 50, like it's gonna be like early spring. We're gonna feel great, and then it's gonna plummet, and it's supposed to be a low of -1 on Friday. But in between that span, we're supposed to get rain, ice, snow, the whole 9 yards. So
I will take 20 inches of snow over that ice storm we had a few years back. That was a nightmare.
yeah, for sure.
Anytime.
Snow is better
Yeah.
to deal with than ice.
At least snow's kind of fun. Ice is not.
Ice is zero fun, and I'm afraid we're gonna get a little bit of both. So it may be zero
mean,
fun after all.
I'll be down there building snowmen for your dog to terrorize.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you'll just get on your all-wheel drive and make your way down just to build the snowman for the dogs to chase and attack.
Well, and to collect on that Hail Mary parlay dinner you owe me when this hits tonight.
Deal. Sounds like a plan. We'll be ready.
All right. That's all I got for you.
Perfect. Well, thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. Make sure you check us out on Twitter and Instagram at SportsBetByDumb. And check us out on YouTube. Go to the YouTube search bar, type in Sports Betting by Dummies, filter by channel. We should be the first one up there. Look for the black and yellow logo. You cannot miss it. Well, I hope everyone has a nice, profitable start to your week, and we will see you all on Thursday.
Go Seas.